This is why the narcissist only comes back when you've moved on for good. To all the chosen ones, empaths, and authentic souls, you've got to understand something crucial. When you pour your energy into chasing a narcissist, they vanish. It's almost like clockwork. You, as an empath or genuine soul, are wired to give your best, to invest deeply, to fight for what you value. And because they've grown used to this, they know you'll often run after them when they walk away, discard you, ghost you, or disappear without a trace. It's your instinct to chase. But here's the truth, you must do the opposite. The moment they turn their back, you turn yours and walk the other way. Sometimes they'll give you no explanation at all. Other times, they might deliver a cold, "I don't want to be in this relationship anymore," as if it's the final word. In that moment, you could simply respond with, "Okay, I understand," and calmly move on. No bargaining, no begging, no dramatic exit, just a clean break. And here's the ironic part. The very moment you do that, you plant a seed of doubt in their mind. They may storm off, thinking they've made the right decision, but the realization hits them faster than you'd expect. Suddenly, they're questioning whether they miscalculated. The narcissist game is a twisted form of cat and mouse. They only crave the chase when they believe they can't have you. The second you remove yourself from the hunt, the power shifts. But here's the problem. Most empaths have never played it this way. You've begged, you've pleaded, you've tried to reason, pouring your heart into someone incapable of honoring it. And all of that only drives them further away. I know this may sound like I'm giving you a tactic to win a narcissist back, but that's not what this is. This isn't about getting them to return. This is about reaching a place inside yourself where you can detach swiftly and completely. We all need that ability to not cling, to not carry an attachment to people who have proven they will harm us. Because let's be honest, how many times have you been betrayed, lied to, or stabbed in the back? Even once is too many. But for many of you, it hasn't been once. It's been a cycle, repeating over and over again. And the only way to break that cycle is to stop running after the very people who cause the damage. If you're at the stage where you've realized they are narcissists, then you already know better. In the past, you may have chased them because you hadn't yet connected the dots. You knew something was off, but you didn't have a name for it. Now you do, and that means you have a choice. When you stop pouring your time, your attention, your emotional energy into them, they feel that loss, not just mentally, but almost spiritually. I can't scientifically prove it, but I believe it's a real phenomenon. Something in them shifts when they sense you've truly removed yourself from their orbit. Narcissists are curious by nature. They keep tabs on you, watching from a distance to see if you're struggling without them. But when they see you rise instead of crumble, that's when they reappear. They return not because they've changed, but because the absence of your energy has become too loud to ignore. And here's the final piece. The power isn't in them wanting to come back. The power is in you not wanting them anymore. When that truth lives fully in you, when you've genuinely detached, that's when the game ends. It really is that simple. The sooner you reach the point where you recognize the moment a challenge is placed before you, whether it's the temptation to go back to the narcissist or the sudden wave of longing despite knowing they're toxic, the quicker you can make the right choice. Your instincts may whisper that they can change, that maybe you can help them, or that their cruelty is a symptom of something you could fix. Your mind will start spinning stories about their mental health, about medication, about giving them one more chance. But this is the trap. Your heart and mind, as powerful as they are, can be deceived, and the narcissist has already played that trick on you. When this happens, you must run in the opposite direction. Detach instantly. Yes, it's a process, as I've said in many other videos, but once you hold this knowledge, it becomes your responsibility to act on it. Think back to the moment they discarded you or when the breakup hit, whether it was sudden or drawn out, and see it for what it was. Not an accident, not bad luck, but a necessary turning point. Painful as it was, it's a lesson designed to shape your future, to help you recognize when to walk away from the next person who carries the same poison. In my own life, there came a moment when I realized something had to change. I built a plan. Sometimes I stuck to it perfectly, sometimes I stumbled, but I always kept a vision in my mind. Goals, ambition, and a life without them. That's what I encourage you to do. Imagine your world without their presence. See it, feel it, hold on to it, and while they pull away, you match their distance, but for a better reason, not to win them back, but to heal. That distance has a strange effect. It can make their heart grow fonder, though ironically, by the time they return, you won't even want them anymore. This is why it's so important to recognize that your heart and mind were fooled. Your soul, however, knew the truth all along. It picked up the red flags, even if you didn't act on them at the time. As authentic souls and empaths, our work is to navigate this world like travelers, observing rather than diving headfirst into every connection. And above all, never fear being alone. Learn to love your own company, to be content in your own space before you set foot on new paths toward others. That self-comfort is the foundation. It's the quiet strength that keeps you from ever falling back into the trap. Once you master it, you will see the narcissist for what they truly are, and you will never let them close again. Reaching this stage is what I consider one of the true pinnacles of healing. There are certainly higher levels to climb, but arriving here is a rock-solid foundation, a place of real inner strength that you must aim for. When you get here, you stop chasing illusions. You stop holding out for someone to magically transform into the person they once pretended to be. You begin to see clearly. They were never that person, and you no longer need them to be. If you find yourself struggling to move in that direction, ask yourself some hard questions. What are you expecting? Why do you want them to change? Why do you still wish for them to live according to your vision when the mask has already slipped? That version of them was a performance, not reality. Holding on only keeps you stuck in the same painful loop. Your focus must turn inward. Choose your own path, even if it means walking alone for a while. And understand this, narcissists have a way of reappearing. It's not your goal to make them come back, but they often do, almost as if it's an unspoken spiritual law. Those who give the least effort to people who don't deserve it seem to draw their attention the most. The key is to invest your time and energy only in those who are truly worthy, and to withdraw it completely from those who aren't. This isn't just advice, it's a necessity for reclaiming your life. No scraps of attention, no just checking in messages, no lingering hope for change. Go the other way. Detach, redirect, and rebuild. That's how you protect your energy, your peace, and your future.